internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Come on, check us out. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. The good times are never in doubt. Weber internet thingy. It's a party, you should come. Weber internet thingy. We've got the blues on the run. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Our chat is missing you. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Lots of shows, lots to do. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Our chat is missing you. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Lots of shows, lots to do. Lots of shows, lots to do.
Are you all ready for some smack dabbing, slam dunking, takedown wrestling action? I know I am. Welcome to Match Callers, the show where we call classic wrestling matches of ages past. I am your announcer and MC for MC, Mean Joe Gene Townsend. And here, my friends, without any further ado, is the biggest, baddest host you can imagine. Welcome, please, Stepdaddy John Weber.
Let me tell you something, Mean Joe Gene. Oh, my goodness, what a show we've got for you tonight, my friend. Oh, we're going to be watching a classic match with an absolutely classic young wrestler with us on the show. Young to me, young to Joe. I don't know if he's young to you. Let's see. But, you know, we should really get this show started, shouldn't we there, Joe?
Let's get the party started.
Let's go!
One of my favorite eras of wrestling, Joe, was the late 90s into the early 2000s. It was called the Attitude Era over at WWE, and eventually Ruthless Aggression. A lot of great things happened. That's totally what I was thinking with our theme music and our little movie here. Well, let me tell you.
And you were a big part of that era, as I recall, Mr. Weber.
That was when I started. That's when I went to wrestling school. That's when I started wrestling. And within just a few years, I started seeing these young and up-and-coming wrestlers coming along and was part of their journey, very proud to say. And one of the guys who, man, I was there the day he burst out of the egg. I was there the day the sun first shone on him as a wrestler. A lot of us old-timey guys were helping him out, and he was such a sweet guy and such a good listener and such an inspired guy and inspiring as well. And it is so great to have him on the show right now. So let me introduce to Joe and to everybody. If you don't know, you gotta know Mikey O'Shea. Mikey, welcome.
I was listening to the music. I'm not sure about the second one, but the first one is that AI, out of curiosity?
It might be.
because no. I use AI sometimes for myself to poke fun at people when I run into random strangers on TikTok live. When the moment I heard that song, I'm like, okay, I gotta give them one song. Here we go. Ready?
We got ourselves a pervert. We got ourselves a pervert. We got ourselves a pervert.
Fits right in.
Mikey, I don't think Joe has seen your TikTok videos. Give him and anybody who's watching a little rundown of what might happen on a TikTok live with Mikey O'Shea.
Okay, trying to explain this as easy as possible. I like talking with followers / friends that I made on TikTok. While I'm live, you'll get random invites from other people who are live to co-host for a couple minutes, an hour, however you wish. But mostly 95% of the time, it's mostly random strangers you never heard of from before, especially from and 90% of them, I'm telling you right now, they come from Pakistan.
Okay. That's just how it works out. Sure.
They add you as a friend and they challenge you to what we call a TikTok live match. A TikTok live match is a 5-minute game where your followers try to give you as many points as possible to win the match. And how do you give them points? By spending money. And by the time you're done with your TikTok live, at least back in the day before they changed it up a bit, 50% of what you made goes to TikTok and 50% goes to you. I'm not against that one bit, but 85% I would say that ever randomly invites me that I never heard from before just wants to have a quick battle and treat me like a ghost and make a quick buck. So when that happens, I like to mess with them. So I'll change it into a penny game without them realizing it, because when I send them the invite, they don't even look at the rules. They just hit the button and we're good to go. So when that happens, like, okay, guys, now we're having a rose battle. The only way you win is if you send roses. And half the time they don't even care. Half the other time they're like flipping out on me like Call of Duty on Xbox Live. Like, and I'm like, wait, are you complaining about winning free money?
I have watched these clips, and the people you go up against, just like in wrestling, they have no idea what they've gotten themselves into.
Don't know who they're messing with.
If you're gonna use me to make a quick buck, I'm gonna make you work for it.
Gonna make you pay spiritually. They're gonna have to cough up spiritual coins.
So whenever I come across like a 4-way co-host and I clearly see someone kind of being like a little sus towards another female co-host, I'll just put that song on.
Mikey will also do the frozen face, and then people will be like, they think their picture is frozen.
Yeah.
I love that too. Mikey, how did you learn? How did wrestling, let me put it this way, how did wrestling help you for your TikTok fame and for dealing with all these randos who, again, have no idea who they're dealing with?
You know, one thing I really appreciate about pro wrestling, it really helps you overcome a lot of fear, whether it's entertaining the crowd, talking on a mic, surpassing your limits physically. It really shows you how to entertain with your body more than your voice, but really helps you learn how to find your way of thinking with your character. One thing I do appreciate about TikTok, because they gave me the platform to show what I'm worth, is TikTok actually helped me find my catchphrases. And when I finally got a little thing going on TikTok, I merged my wrestling origins with the character with who I am now, because basically Mikey O'Shea is me in real life, just amped up by 10 when I'm in the ring.
That's right. And that's something, Joe, that when we first got into wrestling, the old days were still kind of going on, and you would be given who you were. They would give you your identity, and that was part of the test. they were testing to see how well you could sell that, how well you could get that across. And
so more of being assigned a character, but as opposed to, in your case, just an expanded version of yourselves.
Well, that's the thing. They want you to work to that. And it was kind of weird for me because I loved playing a character. But somebody like Mikey had a lot of personality. But he was going to be, worried once he got in the ring. He might be really concerned. It might hold back a little bit. So a lot of his uncles, a lot of us guys were like, here's your name. Here's the kind of personality you have. I remember, Mikey, was this what, when you debuted, what was your entrance music and did you choose it?
No, I did not choose it. The song that I picked was a generic song from a WWE soundtrack from a video game. I forgot what it was called, but I really was so nervous about my first match. I was just trying to pick something generic that I can get down to. Then I was second match of the night. So when the first match was happening, I was just hearing bumps and pinfalls. I'm like dying on the inside. My heart was beating like a rabbit. Yeah. Finally, when it was time for me to go out through the curtain, I couldn't hear it that well, but I knew it was a prank. The song was "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air."
Oh my goodness!
The Greatest American Hero, a show from like 1978. I mean, like you weren't even alive then, Mike.
It was great. You guys could not have picked a better song for me to come out to because I was waiting for that moment to finally wrestle for, I would say, 9 years because I finally became a wrestling fan 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. This was like, you could not have found a better song for me.
Well, I mean, unlike the original show, I mean, the song has stood the test of time, and I can definitely see how it applies to Mikey.
Oh, everything about it was great. Mikey had a big smile on his face, and his mom was there, and he did a great job. He had a great debut. Mikey, how tall are you, sir?
When I graduated, I was like around 6'3". I haven't really worked on my stretches or my yoga, so I'm probably anywhere from like 6'1", 6'2" at this point.
I'm the same. I really, at my peak, and I also did the thing that Kane did in WWE. He was already a tall man, but he got lifts anyway. So I would always do that. I would get lifts in my shoes, so I'd be about 6'5", almost 6'6". But a big guy, and I've always loved that in wrestling. I've always loved having a really, having your super heavyweights. And Mikey, you have been so successful. Have you counted how many championships you've carried at this point?
I'm sure if I really think about it, I can find a number, but I kind of lost track a little bit. After the pandemic, things have been a real blessing. Again, TikTok really helped me resurrect my wrestling career, honestly, because right before the pandemic, and at the end of 2019, I was really at an all-time low. I was maybe wrestling like once, maybe twice a month, and it was killing me. And I was working 2 dead-end jobs at the time, and I was just kind of, you actually reached out to me, I remember, because you did a stand-up comedy show during that winter, so I really appreciate that. Yeah. But TikTok really helped me resurrect my character, got me booked a lot more in other states. I've won many independent wrestling championships, which I'm very thankful for. I was a champion in Oklahoma. I was a champion in Washington, in Nevada, but also just getting the opportunity to wrestle like in Utah, Colorado, Washington, Oklahoma. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
Did you ever get up to Alaska? Did you ever wrestle for the homies?
We were in talks actually, but for some reason, we had that in like massive inflation in 2022. I was talking with the guy because we were booked on the same show in Washington. He wants to bring me up during summer of 2022, but airline tickets were expensive at the time. Like a round trip to Alaska was going to be $1,000. I'm like, bro, just next time. It's okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would love to go to Alaska one day. Absolutely.
I feel like you in Alaska would be one of the most, obvious mixes in the world. But
I can see that too.
But let's not forget, like, as much as we like to regard Mikey as this big, corn-fed, heart of America kind of guy, he is a Southern California boy.
I am.
Well,
I prefer the beach over snow any day.
Any day. Let me tell you something. You did well there. Most of us Vikings came from the snow, and you don't want to be scraping the ice off your car window every morning.
Right.
Although, Joe, when you were living in New Mexico, Arizona, you were getting snow up there in the mountains, right?
This is true. I mean, I lived in Kingman there for about 4 years, and there's elevation there. So the great part about Kingman, weather-wise, is that you get about 2 weeks of spring, about a week of autumn, and the rest of the year is divided equally between blistering hot summer and snow-laden winter, believe it or not. Because, I mean, at one point, a couple years ago, they caught 9 or 10 inches of snow.
Wow. Things are getting excited when the old guys start talking weather.
Lumbago's kicking up. Oh, must be getting ready to rain.
We had to go up to wrestling school uphill both ways through the driving snow, Mikey. Okay.
Hey,
for the match.
I'm finally getting my first couple of pieces of salt and pepper in my beard, so I'm reaching your levels, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, looks great on you.
Thank you.
It's going to be a hell of a journey, my friend. All right, let me get things going. It is time for us to call this match. It is going to be an exciting one, my friends, because this one comes from 1956. It's in black and white. We will be seeing Angelo Poffo versus the Mighty Atlas.
1956. You were just barely a toddler then, weren't you, John?
I was actually going to make Mikey guess how old I was in 1956. I wasn't alive yet. That would be such a dick thing.
No, you weren't. You weren't. No. If I remember correctly, that's not. No, you weren't born. No, we're good.
Okay, here we go.
You're not making Rourke.
Crowd's already going wild.
All righty, now this is, as you know, we add our own sound because we don't want the copyright goblins to grab us. This is from the Chicago International Archives, the pro wrestling account. It is fantastic. I suggest everybody subscribe to it. But here we go. Feel free to call anything, gentlemen. Whatever you see, ask questions. And if you want to roll it back, we can roll it back because, hey, we're here for fun. It is, this match will come in at 18 minutes and 47 seconds. All right, I'm pressing the wrong button.
I was going to say, it's a long intro, and I realized it's not even playing it, idiot.
I'm pressing the wrong stupid button because I am so dumb.
Here we go. Look, that's a vintage look right there, isn't it?
All right, let me tell you, this is at the International Amphitheater in Chicago. And right now, the ring announcer is letting everybody know that this will be a one-fall match. One fall. With a 30-minute time limit.
That hairline.
Yeah.
I don't want to know time limit like you saw before. That irritated me.
Once my hair starts looking like that, I'm just going to shave my head.
I have a couple of friends that feel the same way, including myself.
It's a plan, I'm telling you. Referee is Big Jim McMillan. That's a name.
That's one thing I always find interesting with all these last names, because there's a bunch of people with that. There's some people in wrestling today that I know that have those last names in real life as well. Yeah. A guy named David Flex, his last name is McMillan.
No kidding.
The moment I hear that, I'm just like, memories. He's the one that helped me learn how to do my finisher, the gunslinger.
Oh man! Well,
yeah. He didn't help me learn it. He didn't help me learn it. He helped me do it for the first time.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you, a lot of times I needed a smaller, more nimble wrestler to show me how my move should go. I got to work with some great guys. But speaking of McMillan, Darren McMillan was my trainer.
Oh, nice.
Right before the match on Rival here. Gearing up for a personal bout.
You've got Angelo Poffo there, of course, wearing the very flamboyant ring jacket. What do you think of that ring jacket there, Mikey?
It's reminding me of something. I can't remember, though. Oh, Honky Tonk.
Oh, see, I was thinking it reminded me of that lizard from Jurassic Park that spits the poison.
Yes!
Oh, the Velociraptor?
No, the one with the one that got Newman.
That's the one. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of Elvis in the ring there with that hair, the hair going on. I was trying to see my contemporary there wearing his tuxedo. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why you wear your tux, Joe. All over the place here. All right, we're looking at the Mighty Atlas right now over in the corner.
That's a solid-looking dude, isn't he?
The Mighty Atlas, his name is Morris Shapiro.
Oh, look, we got to hang up our jacket properly.
Oh, very fancy. Of course, Angelo Poffo, the father of Mikey O'Shea.
The Macho Man Randy Savage.
That is correct.
I thought you were saying my
I'm
father.
glad we clarified that. I thought for a moment he was the father of Mikey O'Shea.
I was going to say my father?
And another famous wrestler as well was the son of Angelo Poffos, and that wrestler is, Mikey?
Lanny Poffo.
Lanny Poffo, Leapin' Lanny. Oh my goodness, Mighty Atlas already thrown in the corner by Angelo Poffo.
Came out swinging.
Whoa, Angelo Poffo, he's hotter than a $2 pistol right now.
Are there padding in the corner?
I don't see any turnbuckle pads now that you mention it.
There's barely anything there.
Woof. That is gotta hurt. Oh, big.
Oh my God! Oh my God.
Okay, now here's something to know. The Mighty Atlas, his finisher is a full Nelson.
That makes a lot of sense because he went for it at the very beginning. I like that.
He went for it right away. Now, can you tell right now here, Mikey, I'm going to ask you your opinion. Can you tell who the bad guy is and who the good guy is?
Definitely Atlas, because he's the one that's not backing down, and Poffo is cowering away from him. Otherwise, if Poffo's supposed to be the good guy, he doesn't really look very strong compared to Atlas.
I definitely agree.
I think the bring out at the beginning was looked like a desperation move on Poffo's part because he knew that Atlas was going to, come right back.
That's the thing. Lanny wants to get this done as soon as possible. That's usually what the bad guy wrestler is going for. And hey, how about those top wrist locks?
Oh, yep, he grabbed the hair. He's a bad guy.
Now, this is 1956. This is still a time where Gorgeous George is still considered a wild man in the ring. And his flamboyance. Oh, come on, ref. You didn't see that handful of hair?
Oh, yeah, here.
All right. Big Jim McMillan giving the warning to Lanny Poffo. I'm sorry, to Angelo Poffo. Angelo Poffo.
Dem trunks, though.
Huh? Right? Reminds me of the great B. Brian Blair.
Nah, if I could look half as good as Poffo right there, I would have made it.
Oh,
sure.
Mercy!
It's so funny that he's supposedly like the punk wrestler, and what a physique.
Yeah.
I mean, Mighty Atlas, oh, Lord.
Well, back in the 50s, we didn't have a lot of entertainment outside of working out, so we didn't get so easily distracted, thank God.
That's true. That is true.
I'm sorry, can we backtrack for a second?
Absolutely.
Like maybe 15 seconds.
Jump back. How about this? Back in the corner with Poffo.
Those ropes are very loose.
They are. shaking like crazy.
Nice work punches.
Yeah. I mean, those punches look stiff as a board. All right, there's Atlas going for his full Nelson finishing hold.
Nobody was doing like top rope maneuvers back then, were they?
They weren't. It's kind of interesting because when we watch matches from the 60s, you see guys starting to do it.
Because like those ropes are no bueno.
Exactly. You could not climb on any of those ropes. And
I
I sure wouldn't try to get up in the corner. Look at where we are. We're let's see how far into the match. We're a third of the way in the match, and they're working a hammer lock on the mat. The crowd, they look pretty into it.
I was going to say also lots of ladies in the crowd tonight.
Let me tell you something. Ladies love wrestling.
I'm seeing that.
Well, I mean, physiques like this back in the 50s obviously was, kind of attractive to women, I would say.
Little bit of eye candy for the ladies.
When were steroids a thing?
Oh God, not until we were along, John. 70s maybe.
You're going to see most of your steroids in the very late 60s.
Okay.
Going forward.
Yeah.
We're doing a match next week with superstar Billy Graham. The patron saint of performance-enhancing substances, as you will.
It looks like Poffo's kind of turned the tables here a little bit, guys.
Yeah, he got the wrist lock and started working the wrist lock.
He's definitely, this is an interesting way to go. Normally with what you got with the Mighty Atlas is he was actually a strongman. So, like, he would do feats of strength all the time. And you got to go for the small joint manipulation.
Body slam! There we go.
Nice body slam.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I just marked out.
Please.
Oh, that's what it's all about, man. Calm when you see him.
I can't imagine how hard that canvas is back then.
I'm not seeing any give at all.
Can you actually rewind that to that body slam one more time? I just want to see if there was any. Oh wait, never mind.
There's another one for you.
There was nothing. That has to be like a boxing ring or something.
I really think it is.
Didn't we, John? Looked like it was in a boxing ring because there was no mat give at all.
Yeah, I'm rolling it back again, so maybe we can see that body slam again. Because you're right, Mikey. I'm not seeing any give in that ring.
Ah, Jesus. Ah, jeez.
Yeepers.
Yeah, that's solid.
And with the shaky ropes, that could be a boxing ring as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of the money they were kind of making during times like this? At least you think at a territory like this, they'll be making at least more than the minimum wage, I would say, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe they're making like $20.
Okay.
But you'd be if you were a longshoreman, if you were a warehouse guy, that might be what you make in a month.
Yeah.
So considering that these guys are so big and so strong, but they got to spend all their time training.
Right.
And you know how hard it is to afford food for a body that big.
Right.
I mean, I go through that still.
It's getting snuggy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What the heck? Yo, no. Hold on, pause that.
That was insane.
That
next undoes everything a chiropractor ever did.
Jesus. I thought he was going for a neck breaker. I'm like, wait, that can't be. That, Jesus. See.
I mean, does that move have a name, or is that just unique here?
I've never seen that. Mikey, have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, actually, with Bray Wyatt when he took on Finn Balor and he did the Fiend character, he debuted it. He went behind him and looked like a typical '90s action flick neck snap.
Yeah.
That kind of made me cringe and uncomfortable because
real quick.
Because you wrestled the wrong guy that would want to take advantage of taking liberties with you. I don't think you would try to unalive you right then and there, but I just can't trust anybody holding my neck like that and just doing that. And then he did that, went for a pin. Finn Balor still kicked out. I'm like, how? You're dead.
Finn Balor should have been dead. Mighty Atlas using that mighty strength of his, breaking out of his own submission.
Poffo was trying to mock him.
Classic taunt. Mean Joe Gene, it is a classic taunt, is it not, Mikey?
Oh, dude, if I ever get a chance to wrestle Chris Masters, God forbid, I am literally going to have fun imitating him and try to beat him with his own master lock.
That was one of the things I love that they did with Chris Masters. They gave him a simple hold, but because he was so strong, everybody lost to it.
I'll tell you, Poffo can't hold on to with this group. He breaks right out of it.
He Rikishi'd him.
Almost like a little shaky on his legs, too.
Macho trying to square off with the very...
But these guys would surprise me before.
I
see a front runner and they go down.
This is a territory where you have to literally, like, your real life, you literally have to hate each other. Like method acting at its finest.
Yeah.
I like the under the leg maneuver.
So they're literally doing really well, looking like, okay, are we going to wrestle or are we going to actually fight?
Mikey, tell Joe how the divisions were made. Oh my gosh, is he going to go for an abdominal stretch?
It looked like he was, but then Atlas looks like he's kind of making fun of him.
Yeah. Walking with the... like he's a 5-year-old around his knees.
Ooh!
Dang. Oh, that was just a clean fist to the face there.
At that point, he should be on the attack, but he's just mocking him and letting him go. But I get it. This ain't like a television event. This is like a live performance.
Yeah.
So they're trying to have more fun with the story.
You know what I keep seeing them do, Mikey? I keep seeing them do a heel toss out of a headlock. It looks dangerous as hell.
What, was there a Beal toss? I didn't miss. I think I missed it. I'm sorry.
They keep getting the guy in a low headlock, and then they'll it's a headlock snapmare. But they toss the whole body. They don't quite roll with it. They just toss the guy. They've both done it to each other at some point in this match. Joe, the thing I was warming up to was they would keep the good guy wrestlers and the bad guy wrestlers in separate dressing rooms.
Oh, so no chance for a little friendly chat beforehand, huh?
I mean, if it happened, it happened, but
it depends on the venue and how big we can make the locker room. Like I will say, as much as I loved and missed Battleground, making that pipe curtain locker room, the pipes, was some of the biggest pain in the ass of 2009 through 2000. I would say 12. Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, right. 2012. We would rope off the back of a hall.
Yeah.
I guess in that case it was a American Legion hall.
Oh!
And we would use like pool table as like our table.
No, man, I've heard this in movies where heroes and villains, the cast will be separate when it's lunch break or whatever.
Sometimes they would. Like the first show they did at that hall in 2008, I believe the bad guys were in the kitchen and the good guys were on the podium stage.
Right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I still have the DVD somewhere.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was you and my old trainer Fubi.
God bless Fubi.
Pop's getting a little frustrated here. Can't get a good look in.
You know, it's kind of classic that this is still a problem with men, that they get so emotional when they get mad and they lose their rationality. And here we've got the great mighty Atlas using that against Poffo.
Yeah, he's cool as a cucumber. Even when he gets a couple of hits, he knows he's going to come right back and get him.
Personally, I think right here he should be on the attack because he keeps breaking off any attacks Poffo's trying to do.
Yeah. 30-minute.
what's happening is like kind of
That was nice. I like that.
Nice. You know what? I'm gonna roll that back too, because
That was interesting.
that's some good wrestling right there. Okay. Poffo's gonna get a hold on Atlas. Atlas has a unique way of breaking out of it. I love it. I love it.
So is the reaching out kind of like the same thing as like doing this?
You know what it is? In catch wrestling, as they call it, which is just, street wrestling. You're always trying to get your hold.
Okay.
And so you put your hands over towards the other guy so you can try to grab a handle. I am so much better at this, Mikey, than I was at being a wrestler.
This is a 5th front headlock. And he lets him go. Aren't you trying to make him pass out?
Interesting. Working the clubber on the back there. The mighty, meaty back of Mighty Atlas. Ooh, that was a punch right to the back of the neck. Come on. Rapid punch, for heaven's sake. Come on, ref. Big Jim McMillan, what are you doing? Oh!
Yay, snapmare!
Legit snapmare. Oh, you've seen this. Lots of wrestlers working the vice.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, let's go. Let's grab a hold of that here.
I'm not a fan of that because it looks great. It really does. It's just the paranoia of you think they're gonna take advantage and snap my neck, or are they gonna protect me? I can't tell. My neck is in their hands at this point.
Yeah. Now this is actually that's actually a moment where, Mikey, I think you and I had an advantage over a lot of wrestlers because we have big heads. Hard to get a grip. But also, your neck is really strong, holding up that big old Easter Island head.
Yeah, in some degree. I mean, I don't got a Kurt Angle neck, but yeah. Oh, the rope broke!
The rope broke.
Oh my, those are soft ropes.
Wow.
Those ropes. Oh God!
Look, the whole thing's coming down.
And a body slam in the corner. Oh God!
Even loose, Poffo still wants to get to those ropes to break that hold.
One of the reasons why I'm glad I became a wrestler 50 years later.
Yep. Yep.
Because those ropes
there would be a lot of trust between these two guys until they don't, injure each other.
Nice body slam.
Yeah.
Looked like a, and I know they weren't going for it, but it kind of looked like the origin of the Michinoku driver.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to figure out where Michinoku got it from.
But hey, if anyone still loves these old-fashioned ropes, you can come across them on Backyard Wrestling.
I'll tell you, Fubi, our good brother Fubi and I used to wrestle up in the Bakersfield Dome in Bakersfield, California, and we wrestled in a boxing ring.
So I envy you for. I'm jealous that you wrestled at Bakersfield Dome, but the boxing ring, I'm good.
Okay, I'm shocked once again. Cody went against my expectations. I thought.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How did this turn out? Let me take a look at my notes here. Let's see. The match ended with some confusion over the referee's count, but Poffo was declared the winner. All right, let me
He was by what? Decision?
I didn't see a pin.
I'm gonna have to assume it was by decision. It was all up to the referee there. Hang on, let me turn off the crowd noise.
I think maybe Atlas was fighting too much with the referee, but it definitely wasn't a decision like judges or anything, because for the most part, Atlas was throwing Poffo around like a rag doll. Yeah, Poffo had the front headlock and the neck wrenches, but I don't know. I felt like Atlas was clearly more of the winner.
I absolutely agree. I'm going to have to make some assumptions here, and I am going to assume, because of the breaking of the ring ropes, that the ref called to go home.
Probably. Just like when they had that old rule back in the day where you throw somebody over the top rope, you're disqualified.
That used to be a rule, Mean Joe Gene. Nowadays,
it obviously doesn't happen now. You can throw him right out of that ring multiple times.
I mean, Lord love a luchador. If he would get eliminated every time he'd go over a top rope, none of those fellas would ever win up here in the USA. But there you go. Yeah, that's the old days. Well, what did you think about that match there, Mikey O'Shea?
I mean, like I never really was so. I'm gonna say, for what it's worth, it was a good classic old-fashioned 50s wrestling match. It's not normally my forte because I like more like brawling and throwing people around, some high flying here or there, but that's because I was born in this era. But I really dig the classic way of grudge matches, and that looked like a good old classic grudge match. And their work punches were fantastic. Their submission holds were fantastic. And the thing I was like, like Atlas breaking out submissions and pushing Poffo out of the way. Like, nah, I think you should be more on the attack at that point because you're trying to win, right?
You are, and I definitely hear what you're saying. I wonder if maybe their efforts weren't about filling out that time limit. This wasn't a title match, so I don't imagine that this was a semi-main or a main event. This probably looked like a middle match to me.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I actually know the name of Fred Kohler was the promoter. He promoted for many, many years in Chicago. And a lot of his matches would have that, now I'm going to bring out 2 foreign guys. Now I'm going to bring out 2 ladies. And in this match, I think what we're seeing is 2 absolute, like, bare knuckle boxer kind of dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just get that, like, selling the strength. Also, by not giving it to the Mighty Atlas, I'm only able to guess here, but there are so many matches out of Chicago with the Mighty Atlas. I think he might have been the guy when you travel in, you got to work him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He was the so he is the initiator. He's or not the initiator. He's the test. Kind of like when kind of like back in the old days of Ruthless Aggression, going into the PG era, before what happened. Any rookies that make it to the Raw or SmackDown brand, they had to go through Benoit a couple of times.
Right.
Because he was the ring general, I would say. He was the Walter during that time, because they would literally send Benoit to them to test the crap out of him, because he loves chopping people. He loves tearing them around. So
yeah, and that's an important step, don't you think, Mikey, to professional wrestling?
I would say so, to an extent. Like back in the day, there was a lot of there was like a cult, like kind of like challenging people's mentality on the road, trying to see if they could break them, more than they like. I get initiation, I get testing them to make sure they're confident enough to be a wrestler on the road, but then there's hazing. There's just people just taking advantage of other people's loves and dreams and hopes and kindness, just so they can keep them below them and stay ahead. There's more to go around, especially in WWE.
Yeah. There's let's also talk about, because I don't think Mean Joe Gene has ever heard this part of the conversation before. Let's talk about a ring general. How important, Mikey, would you say a ring general is?
I think a ring general is very important. Somebody that will keep it real with you, will help you reach your potential, become the wrestler that you were meant to be, but at the same time, not pull any punches. Like, literally tell you, hey, there's going to be a time where it ain't going to be a night off. You're going to have to, work somebody that isn't everyone's cup of tea. and you need to do your very best to still perform in front of a crowd and give them their money's worth. I think ring generals are important to an extent. Thankfully, nowadays, like Walter, I think he's a prime example of what a ring general should be. Like, he'll be tough with you, he'll keep it real with you, but he's not going to try and, like, cripple you or prevent you from making it to the main event. Basically, he's the not the executioner, but like what do you call? I don't know what the term, but I should call him.
I'm not sure about that term. I mean, there's different ways you can describe it, but he's definitely a guy who makes you step up.
Well,
Yes.
The inspirational, the implementer, is that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
pretty much what William Regal was back in the day.
Oh, excellent example. Actually, I was thinking of an example. A lot of people don't know this about him now. They knew he was a wrestler, but let's talk about when you worked with Adam Pearce.
Oh God, yeah.
And when I say worked with, I mean wrestled like crazy. Like, I was afraid for your safety sometimes because Pearce was a tough guy. Speaking of Chicago.
No, he was to be able to work a program with him for 5 to 6 months in 2014 was a true honor, and he was my first ever cage match. And any match you watch with me and him, which is like a handful, I was just listening to him the entire time.
Absolutely.
I was following his lead. So like that one, like when people mark out for that spot where he first hits me with his lariat, then he hits me with a top rope elbow, then he hits me with his pile driver. The moment he planted me with that pile driver and I get right back up and I'm just staring him dead on, that was all him. And when I got up and just started staring at him and I heard the crowd right behind me, you can't really hear it on the actual footage, but that moment live, it was electricity. Adam Pearce was definitely he was definitely like a big brother to me during that time.
He took such good care of you. We talk about all the time how there are certain parts of wrestling that we can control, and there are a lot of parts of wrestling we cannot control.
Well, I mean, there's the potential for something to go wrong at any time. We saw some of that tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, I would be so shocked if the two wrestlers we just saw in that match didn't go backstage and be like, ow, ow.
Oh, no, they probably weren't doing it in front of each other, but the moment they, were by themselves and trying to like take a shower or something, I'm sure, I'm sure they were in a lot of pain, especially with that ring. I can't imagine how stiff that ring was back in the day, and barely any padding on those ropes in the corner. So they must have hit that metal hook a couple of times at least.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, it was like getting beat up, that match. I think for both of them. And I'm really glad we watched it together. Mikey, you have a big match coming up. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, I got a lot of matches coming up in September. I am currently the heavyweight champion of a company called Relentless Pro Wrestling. I just won their championship against a guy named Slice Boogie back in May. And I must say, like, that match so far is my favorite match of the year. It was good old fashioned back and forth meat slapping match.
Slice is a good wrestler, man.
Oh,
that
no,
must have been a hell of a match.
Fantastic. It irritates me that I haven't seen him get signed yet. Like, he was an MLW, he was an NWA, but the fact that I keep seeing him as an extra in AEW or WWE, and they're not using him for anything, irritates me.
Yeah, I absolutely. I'm a great admirer of his work and his body of work. But you know something? There's something we like to do on the show, Mikey, and I know you'll enjoy it just as much as I always enjoy it. And that would be this week's Townsel's Takeaway.
But I appreciate that, John and Mikey, and I'll tell you, another thrilling, great match brought to you live from 1956, courtesy of Weber Wrestling Retro, the WWR as we know it. My takeaway for tonight's match, despite the outcome, you still don't want to kick sand in this Atlas's face. No way. I mean, like Mikey said, lots of holding back, to the point of almost absurdity in my view. It's like, come on, what are you waiting for?
Oh,
but
interesting.
it turned out the way it turned out, and both guys really brought it. Really brought it.
You definitely got the physicality in that match, and that was a great thing. We've been sweeping this across the screen, but Mikey, tell the good folks at home how they can get T-shirts from Pro Wrestling Tees that are Mikey O'Shea branded.
Oh, yeah. So if you want to go and support yours truly and want to buy a T-shirt from Mikey O'Shea, all you got to do is go to ProWrestlingTees.com and look up Mikey O'Shea. To make it more easier for you, all you got to do is go on Google and type in Pro Wrestling Tees, Mikey O'Shea. It'll take you directly to my store. Also, if you want to, should I mention my my social medias? My two main social medias is Instagram and TikTok. It's Mikey _ O'Shea 87 on Instagram, but I've seen from the past, if you just put my name, you'll find me anyways. You can't miss me. And TikTok, same thing, Mikey O'Shea 87. I technically do have a Twitter, but I rarely go on it. I only like going on it just to watch a lot of, well, I may be having a bad day, but at least I'm not that guy.
That got me into reels. Like, I watch reels now like crazy, just based on me. Yeah, I want to see somebody else get pepper sprayed for attacking someone.
No, the reason what I saw was somebody doing a 450 off the top of a backyard fence into the pool, and they ended up smacking the edge of smacking their face on the edge of the pool, and it instantly cuts off the moment you hear the smack. So his teeth is gone. I'm fully confident, if not his life.
Okay, so that was our good friend Mikey O'Shea here on the show. Hey, why don't you join us next week? And thank you to RG Bros Entertainment for also being one of the channels that shows this show. Next week, we will have a fella who started around the same time Mikey did, Gino Rivera. Gino Told You So will be our guest on the show. And it'll be Rusher Kimura versus superstar Billy Graham. And superstar Billy Graham, let me tell you, folks, you think you've heard this voice before coming out of Dusty Rhodes' face. Oh, but oh my goodness, it started coming out of superstar Billy Graham's face.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm really excited.
Too sweet to be sour. So that'll be great fun. Thank you so much for being on the show with us, Mikey. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much, Mikey.
Oh, my pleasure. Elements of surprise.
That's what I was waiting for.
That is the shit. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. We will see you next time.
Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Come on, check us out. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. The good times are never in doubt. Weber internet thingy. It's a party, you should come. Weber internet thingy. We've got the blues on the run. Get away from that big mean world and come have lots of dumb fun. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Our chat is missing you. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Lots of shows, lots to do. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Our chat is missing you. Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy, Weber internet thingy. Lots of shows, lots to do.
JoeTownsend.com